the 74-year-old mathematician who destroyed the Roman navy. Imagine this. The year is 214 BC. The most powerful military machine in the ancient world, the Roman Republic, sends 130 warships and 25,000 soldiers to crush a single city. Their commander, Marcus Claudius Marcellus, is one of Rome's greatest generals. Victory seems inevitable, but waiting for them is a 74-year-old man armed with nothing but mathematics, levers, and mirrors. His name? Archimedes. What happens next will become legend and change warfare forever. This is the story of how one brilliant mind held off the Roman Empire for nearly 3 years. Let's set the stage. It's the Second Punic War. Hannibal is terrorizing Italy with elephants, and Rome is desperate for victories. Syracuse, a wealthy Greek city-state in Sicily, makes a fatal mistake. They ally with Carthage against Rome. Rome's response? Send their best general, Marcellus, with an overwhelming force, 130 quinqueram, massive warships with 5 rows of oars, plus thousands of elite soldiers. Syracuse has strong walls, yes, but everyone knows this siege will be over in days, except Rome has no idea what's waiting for them. Inside those walls is Archimedes, arguably the greatest mathematician of antiquity. At 74 years old, he's already legendary for discovering the principle of buoyancy, calculating pi, and inventing the Archimedes screw. He spent his life lost in abstract mathematics, drawing geometric figures in the sand. But King Hero's suit has convinced him to do something he's never done before: apply his genius to war. And Archimedes is about to show the Romans what happens when pure mathematics meets military engineering. The Romans attack by land and sea simultaneously. Marcellus orders his ships to approach the walls, carrying massive siege ladders mounted on platforms, essentially ancient assault towers on water. It's a proven Roman tactic. It always works, until it doesn't. As the Roman fleet approaches, something extraordinary happens. Massive cranes suddenly swing out over the walls. Archimedes' creation. These aren't ordinary cranes. Using compound pulleys and perfect mechanical advantage calculations, they can lift entire warships out of the water. Ancient historian Plutarch describes the scene. A ship would be lifted out of the water and held suspended in midair, swaying back and forth. Then suddenly the crane would release, and the ship would crash back down, sinking it or smashing it against the rocks. But that's not all. Archimedes has designed massive catapults with unprecedented range and accuracy. Using mathematical calculations of trajectory and force, these weapons can hit Roman ships before they even get close to the walls. The Romans call them Archimedes' beams of death. Then there's the grappling hook system, giant metal claws that grab ships by the bow, lift them vertically into the air, and drop them stern first into the sea, breaking them apart. Marcellus, watching his mighty fleet being destroyed by geometry, reportedly says, "We must give up fighting this geometrical Briareus." The Romans try attacking at night. Archimedes has prepared for this too. More catapults positioned to fire at specific calculated distances, turning the darkness into a death trap. Now here's where things get controversial and legendary. Multiple ancient sources, including historian Lucian, claim Archimedes created something even more devastating: burning mirrors. According to these accounts, he arranged large bronze shields or mirrors on the walls to focus sunlight onto approaching Roman ships, setting them ablaze from a distance. Modern historians debate whether this actually happened. Some say it's physically impossible. Others point out that Archimedes absolutely understood the mathematics of parabolic reflectors and focal points. In 1973, Greek scientist Ioannis Sakkas actually recreated the experiment with 70 flat mirrors, successfully igniting a wooden boat 50 meters away. Real or legend? We may never know for certain, but what we do know is that the Romans were absolutely terrified. Plutarch writes that whenever the Romans saw even a piece of rope or wood appear over the walls, they would panic and flee, shouting, "There it is again! Archimedes is aiming some engine at us." One 74-year-old mathematician had reduced Rome's elite soldiers to terrified confusion. But here's the tragedy. Genius can only hold out for so long against sheer numbers and time. The siege drags on for nearly 3 years. Rome can't break through, so they wait. They blockade the city, cutting off supplies. Slowly, Syracuse begins to starve. In 212 BC, during a festival celebration when the defenders are distracted, Roman soldiers finally find a weak point in the walls and slip inside. Marcellus has given explicit orders. Capture Archimedes alive. Rome wants to use his genius for themselves. But according to the most famous account, a Roman soldier finds an old man on the beach, intensely focused on geometric figures drawn in the sand. When the soldier demands he come with him, Archimedes waves him away, saying, "Do not disturb my circles." The soldier, not recognizing the greatest mind of the ancient world, kills him on the spot. Marcellus is reportedly devastated when he learns what happened. He gives Archimedes an honorable burial and provides protection for his family. The general who conquered Syracuse couldn't conquer the man who defended it. So what's the legacy? Archimedes proved something revolutionary, that knowledge and mathematics could be as powerful as swords and shields. His defensive engines were so effective that they influenced military engineering for centuries. But more than that, he showed that one brilliant mind, properly applied, could stand against an empire. The Romans won the siege of Syracuse, but Archimedes, he won immortality. His last words, "Do not disturb my circles," became a symbol of the dedication to pure knowledge, even in the face of death. And those circles, those mathematical principles he died protecting, continue to shape our world today, 2,200 years later. Because in the end, empires fall. But mathematics is forever.